Assalamualaikum students, I am your host Advocate Sethi. I am here for you with the topic of Pressy writing. This is one of the important topic at every level of academics. It has same rules and steps at all the stages of your academics. So never worried about that one has write better than you. All minds and persons are different. So all have their own approach towards Pressy, but the theme and context will be the same. So let's start with the Pressy writing. This video has two parts. In the first part, we will discuss that what is the Pressy writing, its main steps, and some examples with you. Let's have a look. Pressy writing. Pressy is a short summary of a paragraph, but writing Pressy is more than just making the paragraphs short. Writing Pressy requires skill so that you do not miss out a point and capture all the main essence in one single small paragraph. Therefore, for writing a Pressy, you need to follow a particular set of rules, and that is why it is important to understand the rules of Pressy writing. Here are 6 steps in writing a Pressy. Number 1. Read the selection carefully. Read it again and again until you are quite sure you understand completely what the author is saying. Search for the writer's main idea. Go through sentence after sentence until you have located the topic sentence. Analyze it closely. Should there be any words or phrases that you do not quite understand, look them up in the dictionary. Number 2 is, as you read, take brief notes on points that seem important to the author. When you have finished reading, read your notes. Do any of them now seem unimportant in view of the main idea? Those will be the points to omit in your Pressy. Number 3. Now write the main idea in your own words. Make it as concise as you can. Do not include ideas or opinions of your own. Number 4. Revise your writing to be sure that your version is accurate. Number 5. Check your version to be sure that the sequence of facts or thoughts is exactly the same as the sequence in the original. Number 6. And last, reread your Pressy with a view to cutting its length in half. Next step is about how to shorten your Pressy. You could write a Pressy that is just one sentence long, but you might not be doing justice to the material you are summarizing. You can, however, cut the extra words from your writing to make your final draft concise yet still clear. Here are some examples. Change clauses to short phrases. Example number 1 is, when he finally reached the restaurant, he found that his friend had already arrived. And the Pressy of this sentence is as, at the restaurant he found his friend waiting. Example number 2, since he could not meet her at the train, he sent his friend to replace him. Pressy of this sentence is as, unable to meet her at the train, he sent his friend instead. Example number 3, if you take the steak from the freezer now, it will be thawed out in time for dinner. And the Pressy of this sentence is, taking the steak from the freezer now will make it thaw by dinner time. Here are some changings of clauses and phrases examples. Example number 1, after he has graduated, he will go into the army. And the Pressy is, after graduation, he will go into the army. As you can see, there is more than one way to say the same thing. In Pressy writing, the shorter the version, the better. In the next part of this video, we will discuss about do's and don'ts of Pressy writing. Remember me in your prayers, give your best, use rough pages, make drafts, cross-check is mandatory. Read again and again your final draft and make clear that it is better than other paragraphs. Your host, Advocate Sethi from Fakhre Wakalat.